Moving into a nursing home is often seen as a practical decision for those who need assistance with daily living, medical care, or simply a sense of community in their later years. However, the reality of living in such a facility can be vastly different from the expectations that many people have. There are harsh truths that are often overlooked before making this decision, and for many, regret sets in only after they have made the move. It is important to shed light on these realities so that those considering this path can make a more informed choice. One of the biggest challenges faced in a nursing home is the loss of independence. Many individuals who move into such facilities have spent their entire lives making their own choices as to what to eat, when to sleep, how to spend their days. However, once inside a nursing home, routines are often structured to fit the facility's schedule rather than the residents' personal preferences. This means set meal times, scheduled activities, and restrictions on even the simplest decisions like when to take a walk or how to arrange personal belongings. While some structure is necessary to ensure smooth operations, it can feel suffocating for those who have been independent for most of their lives. The frustration of having to ask for permission for basic activities that were once taken for granted can be overwhelming. Another difficult reality is the emotional and psychological impact of living in a nursing home. Many residents experience a deep sense of loneliness and isolation despite being surrounded by people. The environment, though filled with staff and other residents, often lacks the warmth and intimacy of home. Family visits may be infrequent, and friendships within the facility can be fleeting due to high turnover rates and the varying health conditions of residents. The absence of familiar surroundings, personal spaces, and long-term companionship leads to a sense of disconnect. The feeling of being just another person in a system rather than a valued individual can take a toll on mental well-being. The quality of care is another factor that often does not meet expectations. Many people move into nursing homes under the belief that they will receive constant attention and high-quality medical care. However, the reality is that many facilities are understaffed, leading to rushed care, missed medications, and delayed responses to residents' needs. Staff members, despite their best intentions, are often overwhelmed by the sheer number of residents they need to care for, which results in a lack of personalized attention. Some residents even experience neglect, whether intentional or due to overburdened caregivers. The realization that one is not receiving the level of care expected can be both distressing and disappointing. The financial burden of living in a nursing home is another aspect that many people regret. While some may assume that such facilities are covered by government programs or insurance, the reality is that high-quality nursing homes can be extremely expensive. The costs can quickly drain life savings, leaving little to no financial security for the future. Families may struggle to keep up with the payments, and in some cases, difficult decisions have to be made about whether to continue staying in the facility or find an alternative solution. The stress of financial instability only adds to the emotional and psychological strain of adjusting to life in a nursing home. A lesser discussed but equally challenging aspect is the lack of personal freedom and privacy. Living in a nursing home often means sharing a room with another resident, which can be difficult for those who have lived independently or enjoyed their own personal space for years. Privacy is limited, and personal belongings may be restricted due to space constraints or facility rules. Even simple activities like making a private phone call or enjoying a quiet moment alone can be difficult. This loss of personal space can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment, especially for those who value their solitude and independence. Perhaps one of the hardest truths to face is the emotional strain of witnessing the decline of fellow residents. In a nursing home, people come and go, and many residents face serious health issues. It is not uncommon to form friendships with other residents only to lose them suddenly due to illness or passing away. This constant exposure to declining health and loss can be emotionally draining and serve as a painful reminder of one's own mortality. For many, This environment creates a sense of sadness and helplessness that is difficult to escape. Understanding these realities before making a decision can help individuals and their families prepare for the challenges that come with nursing home living. It is important to weigh the pros and cons carefully and consider alternative options if possible. While some may still choose to move into a nursing home for medical or safety reasons, being aware of these hard truths allows for better planning and realistic expectations. Making an informed decision can help prevent the deep regret that many feel after experiencing the realities of nursing home life firsthand.